Good evening, good evening. Oh, it's time for somebody to come in here, somebody to show up. This is just going ad hoc. Don't nobody know. I'm just gonna see who the universe blessed me with. Oh, who we want to talk to. Change my lighting up a little bit. You look better? Let me see if I can turn my other. What happens when I turn the big light off? Let's see. Let some shadows. One of those shadows is a bad thing. Having those shadows around. I gotta look and see if I. The live discussion topic is breaking free from the chains of shame. I wrote some notes, so you might keep seeing me, but I wrote some notes to kind of help me out. But yeah, it's breaking free from the chains of shame, fulfilling purpose the Creator, the Most High, has predestined you for. How you doing, David? Thank you for entering. Is that Dale Williams? Kendra, thank y'all for entering the live tonight. I see y'all can see that the topic is shame. Without shame. Without shame. How y'all doing? Miss you, Pinkoff. Thank y'all for joining the live. But so breaking free from the chains of shame, fulfilling the purpose that the Most High has created for you. Today's live discussion is deeply personal, especially for me, and I hope it's just transformative for you as it was for me. Again, I'm new to live, so y'all gotta take the good with the bad. I'm rough, but I'm getting polished. How you doing? It's your destiny, Coco, B. Angie. Thank y'all for entering the live tonight. Appreciate you. Tap that screen. So, when I talk about shame, I talk about our past, the things that we did in the past. On my issues. I was a hustler. I was in the streets. Cocaine. I hustled. So I actually out of a group of 100 family members, I'm the only one that took the initiative to go that route, get in the streets, hustle, go get it. And I just now recently noticed that. I look back and I'm like, wow, that's kind of why they feel that way, because they always been, yes sir, no sir, go to work, whatever. I just been a little bit different, like, man. So what shame would do was make us feel stuck in the past, because people have a vision of you, or a version of you in their head that might not be that present day version, which is most likely not that present version, because in all actuality, from one day to the next day, we grow. How you doing, Alicia? Thank you for joining live. Monica Johnson. So your parents tend to have a version of you, that they held on to. And you may, a lot of people get stuck by not wanting to shatter their version. You growing, you got growth, you've expanded, you've leveled up. You don't think the way that you was raised. You don't do those things. But when you're around those people, you revert back to that person that they want you to be, that you can see, and that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. That is a part of shame. Even on that little minute scale, that shame in that situation is you afraid the effect, that not of what you grew to, but the fact that you willing to tell them, correct them. Now, like, listen, that ain't me. That ain't me. And then you risk losing the people that you feel that matter to you or close to you. And so shame holds us back. Shame keeps us from embracing what is meant for us. Examples. Let's use somebody here. I'm gonna use kind of examples that I can relate to, the kind of that are personal. So let's say for since I've been motivated after I've been in isolation for the past 3 years. I'm exiting my isolation. But I've been exiting my isolation. I probably could have been out of isolation a long time ago if I would have quit, kicking against the bricks. Is basically what I was doing, because the Most High was pushing me and actually I was getting real live messages. You know what I mean? Not verbal, not but I was getting real live messages. Hey man, get on your square. And my thing is, I'm a people's person. People I enjoy, people I know. I'm out going with my friends or people that I'm close to or I know. Oh yeah, but getting in front of a screen, a camera, and making yourself what do you call it when you become weak before other people? I forgot the word for it, but you basically put yourself on a platter in front of however your reach gets to with TikTok. They say they got 4 billion people. So not saying you're gonna get that 4 billion, but saying you put yourself on a platter for 2 million people to see you fail, whatever. So you don't do the things that I didn't do, the things that I had been pushed to do. I was like, nah, because I'm more like, if you use Cash Money, I don't know if any of y'all know much about Cash Money Records. 2 brothers, Slim and Baby. How you doing, George? Brenna, Betty, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining the live one. So you got Baby and you got Slim. Everybody knows about Baby. Baby's always got the star, got all the diamonds, the money. It ain't tricking if you ain't doing it. Everybody know about Baby, but very few people that's not, really interested in hip hop know that Baby got a brother named Slim, and Slim is Baby big brother. And Slim, you know what I mean? And his big brother, the one in the background, really calling shots. But a lot of you don't know that. So I'm saying, if me personally with me and my businesses, my life, I like to be in the background. You know what I mean? I like to see other people shine. We shine together. I just don't got to be in the spotlight. You go ahead and take that camera spine. So for me to get out here and to do this was scary. It wasn't scary that I would fail, because I realized that with practice and the more stuff that you do something, the better you get. You may be rough that very first, initially you may be rough, but you will grow past it. How you doing, Emma? Thank you for joining live today, Sally. So I wouldn't do my calling. I wouldn't jump out there. I was trying to make the Most High. Hey, yo, man, you had to pick somebody else, change me, give me what I want, and that took some time. And then I got this. It seemed like to me like my last, because they say you can lose your blessing, just like you had that blessing, you can lose it, by not. So it goes, many are called, but few are chosen, and my last message was basically, hey man, do this. Oh, it's it. I still love you, but do this or it is. So, and I felt it, and I got that. I did it that night. You know what I mean? I got that message like around 12 o'clock p.m. I was on live at 7 o'clock that night. I don't want to lose the hand of Most High. Ooh, man, I got too much protection with that hand. But now, the way that a lot of people go about their journey, or when they get on that stage. They go and create a whole new name, a new page. When they open that page up, they don't. When they say, "Hey, connect with your contacts," no. Connects with your Facebook friend followers, no. Hey, Canella, how you doing tonight? No. Connect with your Facebook followers, no. So it's, do I connect with my other page? No. Because they don't want no connection with their other life that they live in, because they know with that other life, or the present life that they're presenting to people, it's not organic, it's not authentic, put it like that, because they are aware that people are watching them, people that they know. You know what I mean? Failing in front of you all. People that you don't know, that don't do nothing. You know, you fail in front of them. But if you fail in front of people that you know, to a lot of people, they're not willing to take that risk. They're not willing to people to be talked about by other people who know them. So this is where shame comes in. So they do this other page with all this information, the same information, but they put it in there. It's bland. They go from there, out straight out the mud, building up their page, being authentic, being like hungry, like that new rap artist. You know, he gonna get his first record deal. He hungry. He finna. So that's how that person is. But you can be that person on this other page, where you can be your true authentic self on that person, because you don't have to worry about your friends and family seeing you, because majority of the time, they'll know about you eventually when you start growing and you come up on their For You page or whatever. How you doing, Lobby? Miss and Debbie, thank y'all for joining live. So they'll eventually, but they got time to, you know what I mean? By the time these people are notified that you over here doing this, you've been polished. You polished yourself. Well, that to me is not knocking nobody who chooses to do it that way, but that is shame. That's what shame is, because you're not scared to do what you do. You are more concerned about what the people are going to say about what you used to do or how you used to do. And in my situation, like, again, I used to hustle in the streets. I even went to prison. So people see that well, they call you a felon or ex-felon or whatever. I don't claim that title. I went to jail. I got out. You know, I'm not doing the same things that I used to do. I don't hang around the people that do the things. I don't talk to the people that do the things that I used to do. So in that case, they're going to say is because society, or they've been trained and manipulated to think that even though I got out, I'm still doing that somehow. You feel like you have that same mindset. You cannot grow. You are always they feel that you revert back. And so to see me on screen and talking about my change, my awakening, what I went through, things that I probably tried to share with them at one time, and they said, "You crazy," you know, or I just didn't, you know what I mean, discuss it with them at all. How you doing, Jim? Tim, thank y'all for joining live. So I'm more concerned about what they're going to be saying, not to me, but they're going to be saying to other people I know behind my back. Look at him. He over here on live, talking, probably talking that crazy talk, lying to people, because you know, he ain't nothing but a drug. He ain't nothing but a dealer. You know, he done went to prison. You know, so whatever they got to say, I don't know, but you know, they got a lot to say. One thing we know is the people back there, they got a lot to say. So in your attempt to avoid what they have to say, you create this new page and deliver this new person, this awakened person to the world. I didn't do it that way because I was told, somebody told me how to do it that way, and just told me how different my growth would be, because you don't have not only the negative effects that you may have had on this page, whether you posted the wrong post in one time, or you commented wrong and you got a little infraction, nothing big, but it's just a little infraction, and then you switch your pattern and start talking about the awakening. Your awakening. Well, when you bring in that new community, you also are still facing some of those restrictions that you suffered initially when you first started the page and didn't really know what was right from wrong. So that's also a benefit that people who create their page from a new page, and that's another benefit. But if that was the case, if you was trying to create that new page and it wasn't because shame, you just didn't want to take those negative effects. Well, then if you wanted to do that, then you would have no problem connecting to your friends, connecting to Facebook, blah, blah, you would have no problem. By you refusing to put a connection to your present friends and family or people who know you, it's because you are ashamed. You're shameful. You're shameful for how they gonna feel you are, because they can't see it. They can't see the change in you because their mind is still holding on to that old person they used to know or the person that they want you to be. Don't. My thing is don't. I don't tell nobody. Like I say, told me that way, how to do it that way. Man, I don't. Go with your regular page. If you ain't did nothing, no major violations, let's go with your mother page. Like me right now. Anybody that's coming to this that shows up to this live, whether they stay or not, they're not supposed to be here. Because you can go in Facebook, you can go in TikTok and figure out what your niche is. Just because you think your niche is one thing does not mean that's what TikTok has you register for as niche. And niche is basically what you seeing, what's coming on your for you page, and who for you page you're going on to based on what they're looking for. Their niche. They got my niche is fashion. I don't at least do nothing. I ain't never said nothing about fashion. You know, when I think of fashion, I'm thinking about women with handbags and purses and dresses or whatever. That's what I think of fashion. That's what they have me labeled at. That's who they shooting me to initially, is to people. So for a person to show up on here, it's special because you're not the normal person that was supposed to get this. But even though that they have my niche wrong, I still don't change to another page and make sure they get my niche right. What's up going on? Who that? How you doing, Mr. 600? What's going on? It's all right. You want me to let you in or something? That's now, but what's up? Nah, you want me to let you in or something? You want to talk? You got something to say? It's an open mic. Nothing. So, okay. So, yeah. Oh yeah. So the page, you go over here. And you do. Oh, I got you, bro. I'm understand. I'm in the what's name? No. I understand. I appreciate that. Yes. So basically, what you said is you was the one that was supposed to hit. You the one who caught that bullet. You know what I mean? The Most High bullet. It was you. Okay. So what I say, whether you on here and I hit that net hits one person or three people, it was for. But one thing you got to understand too, when you say that you're the only viewer. So when you start, I don't know if you've been live before, but live will show you that what that means is that you're the only viewer that tapped the screen. See, the majority, they'll tell you that over 90% of people that watch the live, they watch them for the For You page. Well, I want to say a lot of people think they're hiding, but so when you end your live, like right here it says one, it says you the only one. But when I end the live, it's gonna show me. Oh, it won. Oh no, he had 400. He had 400 people watch the live, but it's going to show how long because you came inside. It's going to show exactly how long that you watched the live. All right, so don't let that. A lot of people get discouraged. I say that because a lot of people get discouraged of not going live because they went live before and nobody showed up. You know what I mean? They kind of like, man, it ain't for me. You know what I mean? So they stop after that first time, not really knowing that when they see the real analytics, it may be nobody showed up to tap the screen, but when they turn it off, they had 300 people who watched it from the For You page. So don't go in live your first few times and not seeing anybody coming in your live. Don't be discouraged. That don't mean that ain't nobody there. That just means only one person tapped the screen. Everybody else is watching it from the For You. All right. So I encourage someone to go in. If you've been that awakening person, and when I go and I speak with family, friends, or whatever, I don't push it down their neck. I don't correct them. You know what I mean? A lot of things. You know, I just politely, deny certain things, and it probably sends up a little flag. But you continue to have these interactions with them, and you don't do certain, like me. I go. to family and friends, and like I said, I didn't eat meat. I started messing around for the last few days with tuna fish and stuff like that, but that kind of made me icky. So that's gonna be my cat food. But to say, when I go visit my family or friends, and we eating and they offer meat, and I know I don't eat meat, I don't say no, I don't eat meat. You know what I mean? No, I don't eat meat no more. You know what I mean? I don't do that, because that's gonna be judgment. Long drawn out conversation that I didn't come here for. I don't want to talk about why I don't eat meat. You know what I mean? Not in this purpose right here. I don't have a problem talking about it. But right now I'm enjoying my company. So I just deny it. Like, hey man, you want what place chicken you want? Nah, that's good. Just give me some rice and beans. Like, all right. Right? So bam, you eating your rice and beans. Bam, that's one day. As repetitive process, every time you eat with them, they're gonna notice that you're not eating the meat. You don't want it. So after, a couple times, 3 times, they want, hey man, you don't eat meat no more? Now, why? That's people know. Why would you do such a thing? I dare you. So my quick answer is, I just don't want it. I don't tell them that it's for dietary reasons or religious reasons or whatever. Because I don't. It's not for one of those. It's just, I don't know. I just get to a point where, like, hey yo, I don't eat meat. So that is like what I'm talking about. Is I don't go and I don't push it on them on how I'm living. Like, even my awakening, I don't go and push it on them. Like, hey, yo man, Jesus wasn't Jesus' name. I'm not finna knock you down. Hey, you shouldn't be doing this. December 25th is not Christmas. You shouldn't be. I don't do none of that. Because just like I got it, they have to get it. And they'll get it when they want it, when they're ready, when they want it. Like I say, many are called, few are chosen. So when they answer that message and say it's me, they gonna get it. And then they'll pop it. They'll like, okay. So I had a friend, older friend that I used to talk to, and she kind of quit talking about, got upset with me a couple years ago, because I didn't want to enter into a serious relationship with her, and she's a great woman. Yeah, she's a great woman, but she has been involved with people that I know, that I'm cool with. And when I say not necessarily a relationship, but she's been involved with these other guys, and I'm like, nah, you cool. She gets mad. Like, it's all right for us to go out, us to do what we do. You do everything for me that you would do for your woman, but you don't want to have me to have that title. And I was kind of making sure I was trying to find a way to give it to her where it wasn't offensive. It didn't hurt her, but it did hurt her anyway. But you know what I mean. But I'm basically saying that a woman, a wife, when you give somebody that title of girlfriend or wife, your woman, your lady, that's because she's a crown. When you're with this woman, you have a crown on your head, and other people see it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean. They look at your girl bad, but they look at it, man. He got a crown. Yeah. So if this woman is that, if she's, I don't want to. It's how can I say this? She's been living her life equally as with the same rules that men have to live their life, which is not a bad thing, because men do it. Same thing. She just do it, but I don't know if society makes you think that what goes inside the cup is dirtier than what sits outside the cup. So, but I just feel like I couldn't be comfortable going those same places with her with that title, because now my dude's looking at my crown, and my crown is crooked, it's missing jewels. You know what I mean? Because what I'm attached to. But if I go to that same place with you know what I mean, with them, and I'm not. We're friends. People know that we know we do and I do, but there's no commitment there. You know, she can go blah blah blah, or he can go. It's different. You still get the same treatment. It's not like I'm gonna treat you less, but you can't be my crown. That's my crown is missing jewels. It's crooked. It's tarnished. I don't want no tarnished crown. I have to be perfect. I just gotta be you know what I mean? Because I'm not perfect, but certain things, things don't allow. So, in that situation is that I wanted to be honest with her, which is what I did honest, and which caused her to fall out with me. I don't, you know, she had a reason. Now, here it is 2 years later. Now she's been seeing my posts. She's been seeing the change. She's seen some of the things, and I may have even talked to her about some of the things that I was going through my awakening, and that could have been another reason why she distanced herself from me. Because usually when you tell people about your awakening, the stuff you're going through, they think you're crazy. They get the other way. That could have been the reason. I don't know, but I know now she's going through it. She's going through it. Things crashing down on her. She didn't know what to do. She was lost, and it hit her. It reached, something hit her. Oh, you remember when Martin used to talk about this? So she contacted me out the blue and hey man, things are going this and we're going through that, and I was there to be able to say, you know what, don't trip. It's all right. You know, it's doing what you're doing. You cleaning yourself. You being polished. You beginning. You may just be beginning, but don't let that stuff get to you. And then I'm letting her know that, I'm an open ear. When you're going through things and you don't understand, you got a better line of communication than I did, because when I was going through my awakening, I ain't had nobody to talk to. I ain't know what was going on. I looked up and I wasn't looked up. I was led to a person on YouTube. And man, when I tell you, this dude, I watched probably an hour of his videos, kept going back in his videos, and within an hour, he had just made sense to the last 365 days times 2 days that I've been going through, thinking that, man, I'm losing my damn mind. You know, why am I seeing these numbers all the time? I'm seeing, how I go from not seeing, numbers, I'm seeing the same repetitive number every day, multiple times a day. Yo, man, I don't know, was I abducted by aliens? I don't know what's going on. So, an hour worth of his videos, put me straight, got me straight. I wasn't just fixed that day, but I started to get to that, I'm not crazy. I started to get, started to feel that. So, but with her, now, it's like she's got a direct pipeline to, hey man, this happened to me. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm doing. What's up? And she has somebody that has 3 years worth of experience to tell her, hey, this, and this is what's going on. This is what they're trying to do. Blah 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 blah. And but with me putting myself out there, stepping over the shame, and putting myself out there to you all, whether it's one person that I connect to, somebody else has a direct line. So it's like every day that I do a live, it may get one person every day. But what if that one person is the one person that the universe wanted me to talk to that day? If that day that I went live, I helped somebody from doing something because of what they was going through and didn't have nobody to talk to about it, and then here comes Martin. He shows up, and I'm like, woo. So that's what I hear is when I say, when people say be the light, be the guidance, I'm not trying to be your savior, but trying to be that one who provided that, okay, I'm feeling better now. So when you was on that downward spiral, you might not be back up here, but what you have did is you leveled it. You either leveled it off, you did a 360, a 180. You know what I mean? You okay. Now you're ready to go back up. Now you start working on yourself, get back together, because now hey man, I've been right all along. So how you doing, Debbie, Anthony? Thank y'all for joining live. Everybody, please tap the screen if you can. I appreciate you being here. So now when I go live, I jumped out. I start thinking about when you know that you're chosen. And I don't see that in that commercial term that everybody, talks about, because people make it sound like being chosen is like a woo-ha, like a special person, you know what I mean? But no, just being chosen only being one thing is that you have a mission. You have, everybody has a mission. Your mission can be as small as being a mother, which is not small at all, especially if you do it correct. If you do it correctly, being a mother is not a small job, man. It's a big old job. Why is a big old responsibility if you do it correctly? And majority of people don't do it correctly because they do it on the fly. They just do it. And, they know their mom and daddy didn't know what they were doing, and so they're gonna be better than their mom and daddy. You know what I mean? And they probably do be better than their mom and dad, but it's still flawed. And those flaws are not a bad thing. Wouldn't be a bad thing if there wasn't an avenue that you could take to prevent those things from happening. And I say that to say that mostly everything that we learned by being taught. But when we came at a certain age, you were taught from a book or from now, on screen. But in all reality, you were taught based on text. When you don't think certain things require, or you can't be taught how to do things better or more efficient, is be the word, is you close yourself off. And give an example. I'm giving an example. Cleaning. We all cleaned up, you cleaned up, you clean up, learn about it based on your mama. Hey, put a little bleach in there, get you some this, blah, blah, blah. At one time, that stuff, I forgot that stuff that used to smell like lime and lemon and stuff, blah, blah. But, certain those things that they taught us to do that we now know are bad. You mixing a base and an alkaline together at the same time, and then you clean up and you inhale, all this stuff. So, but with a person that know how to clean, he said, I'm going to open up a cleaning business. And he hasn't had the time, or he hasn't taken the time to go through it and research about cleaning this and this and how to charge. The number of things that he didn't do that this other guy went to a building trade school or a building maintenance school and learned. So now when they go, and a lot of times it may both jobs may look good. But you gotta tell how you gonna tell which job is better. It's basically which one is more efficient. So you're gonna look at the overhead, the expenses versus the net profit. I mean the net profit versus the gross. So this guy over here that don't know what he's doing, never just grew up cleaning, could be overusing products. So they did the same product, they did the same base, the same job. Both of them got paid $10,000 for the job, but it took one guy $6,200 in products to do that job, as opposed to this other dude who only spent $1,300. The dude that went to building maintenance school, he learned how to do the job for $1,300. So his gross was bigger than the other guys, and that's it. And so you can take another example. It's on sex. Majority of people after 96. They learned about how to have sex based on pornos. I don't even make you say that. I think you gotta say corn or something like that. Corn. But they've learned how to perform based on somebody's performance. You know what I mean? That's kind of like you learn how to do this by watching TV. But that shows how people learn without the proper structure. Same thing with parenting. You can go to school for parenting 1, 2, and 3. I took parent 1, 2, and 3. I don't even have any kids. I don't have it. I took it for the simple fact that if I was dating a woman that had kids, I wanted to do it correctly. And so I took 1, 2, and 3. And you learn what you learn in parenting 1, 2, 3 is like, wow. Man, what is it? Spray that dirt on the wall. So again, when I say the mother's job is very important, but we come back to the point where I'm here and I'm having this slide. Regal wrap, yes, thank you. So I'm having live because even like I say, if I just meet one person, if the message just one person grab it, that's who it's for. That's who it's for. So I appreciate the ones that did show up. Thank you. Based in a nutshell, we talking about shame not controlling you from growing, shame not controlling you from moving forward, shame not controlling you to get on your path, whatever that path may be. The Most High's grace is sufficient enough for you to do those things successfully. You may fall a few times, get back up. Get back up. Get up. It say get up. The way to win is to get up more times than you fall. So if you fall, get up. Fall, get up. Fall, get up. Don't stop. You can take a pause if you need to. Pause for a minute. But don't stop. Don't stop. Because if you stop, you can extend the period or the level of understanding that you're growing through, or you can lose your blessing in the whole. I didn't lose mine, but I did extend it. It took me 3 years to do something that I probably could have, 18 months might have been sufficient for me to get the message. But because I refused my predestined plan, in the Bible say he kicked against the bricks. I was kicking against the bricks, caused me to do it to this 3 years. But I'm not upset about it. But I learned, even from that mistake, I learned. I know how to do it more efficient. Now that's my whole thing, is working smarter, not harder. But I hope to see y'all later. I'll probably come back on. They say that my time slot that I'm supposed to be here is at 4 a.m. But sometimes I'm asleep at 4 a.m. Sometimes I'm not, but I know one thing, at 4 a.m. I'm usually not dressed. And I don't like the idea of having to get up and put some clothes on. So that's why I go in at 7. But yeah, like I said, I'm open to whatever that you all questions that you may have. You can send them to me in the DM. If they're still doing that little deal with the purple ticket, I've been doing people's money, getting money punted. So if you send me your link, if it's still, I don't know if it's still in use, but if it's still around, you can send me your link, and I will go ahead and get you the money. Everybody say you see me. Now, I'm not going to your profile page to look for your link. You can send me a direct message, and you can put your link in that direct message. Remove all that blah blah blah. Just start it at that ACT, and I will copy and paste it. Go to a browser, enter it in, and go and click for you to get your money. But if I have to go to your page and get your link, I'm not doing it. The why is because I spent it after the live. I got to go through, because y'all might not think nobody in here, but y'all not watching the people that 93% of people that watch lives, they watch them from the For You page. Why, I don't know. So again, it took me almost an hour and a half just to send everybody their links, because I had to go to their profile page, because they had clicked it inside of the they had added it to their profile page. What they wasn't aware of, that each link has a 24-hour lifespan. That means it doesn't matter if you buy that link. If you click on that link at 11:50 p.m., they are reset every day at 12 a.m. So that you had a 10-minute link, it expired. You would have to go and get a new link for the next day at 12:01 a.m. every day is when your new link was available. If they're still having that program, I don't know if they have. I don't see nobody talking about it no more. They might have found out about it. Me personally, I didn't really like it, because I thought I was gonna get $20. I thought I was about to put some money in my pocket. They gave me a coupon for TikTok shop. They good. I used it because I had put effort in it, but I still had to pay for like shipping or something like that. But yeah, they give out coupons on TikTok shop, so TikTok they were pretty smooth with that one. So, but hey, I ain't mad at it. But yeah, I don't do it. But if you still do it, send me your link, put it in the email. Put it in the DM. I'll get you your money. Thank you for coming to my live. I appreciate it. You are watching me in my rough state. Wait till you see me a week from now, and then a week from that, and then a week from that, and then a week from that. Yeah, you're gonna tell a friend that's gonna tell a friend that's gonna tell a friend. Thank you again. Good night.